Ladies and gentlemen, may we all rise in honor of the bride. This is a very special occasion in joining Bridget and Jack in the union of marriage. Thank you, and who gives his bride to be?
I do, Tanya, her daughter.
Thank you. Thank you, and you may be seated. Now, Bridget and Jack, the two of you have each had separate paths that led you to this moment. But it's from this day forward that you will now share one path together through marriage. And if there's a few things I hope would carry along its way with the two of you throughout your journey, it would be that for you both to always be willing, from the heart, to listen, learn, and to love. And by that I simply mean just to listen to one another, what it is that they have to offer, and what makes them feel whole and complete and part of this relationship. Because after all, they just may be the voice of reason. And secondly, would be the ability to learn. Always be willing to learn whatever it takes to help the other fulfill every desire, every wish, every dream, and goal that they may have. And lastly, but most importantly, is the ability to love one another unconditionally, which means no strings attached. This is an ongoing love. And this is the type of love that I hope the two of you would wish to express to one another each and every day. Keeping in mind, Jack, that Bridget's happiness will always be far more important than your own. And for you, Bridget, that Jack's happiness will be more important than yours. Because with that in your minds and in your hearts, I have no doubt that your lives together will be everything that you want it to be. So with that said, sir, Jack, I'll ask you first, with your presence here today, alongside Bridget, do you take her as your wife in promising to love, honor, cherish, and respecting her always, allowing nothing or no one to stand or come between the two of you? Do you take... There you go. I like that. So then, Bridget, I'll ask you the same. With your presence here today, alongside Jack, do you take him as your husband in promising to love, honor, cherish, and respecting him always, allowing nothing or no one to come between the two of you? Do you take him as your husband?
I do.
And if I could have your bouquet, please. I'll ask that you to turn and face each other, hold each other's hands. And if you could look into each other's eyes, and as you do so, you will see the very reason why you are here today, proving that at this moment, there is no one more important than who stands before you. So with that mentioned, Jack, I'll have you go first in repeating your vows. I, Jack, take you, Bridget,
I, Jack, take thee, Bridget,
to be my wife.
to be my wife.
I will always be there for you,
I will always be there for you,
through good times and bad times,
through good times and bad times,
whether we are rich or poor,
whether we are rich or poor,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health.
through laughter and tears.
I did
Through laughter and tears, sorry.
Through laughter and tears.
I will love and
Laughter.
cherish you. I'm sorry. I will love and cherish you.
I will love and cherish you.
I give you my pledge.
I give you my pledge.
Thank you. Now, Bridget, look into Jack's eyes. I'll have you repeat your vows. I, Bridget, take you, Jack,
I, Bridget, take you, Jack,
to be my husband.
to be my husband.
I will always stand beside you,
I will always stand beside you,
through success or misfortune,
through success or misfortune,
through the joys and sorrows of life,
through the joys and sorrows of life,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
through laughter and tears.
laughter and tears.
I will love and cherish you.
I will love and cherish you.
I give you my pledge.
I give you my pledge.
Thank you. And at this time, I have the rings, please.
Whoops. Fell out again.
Now these rings will seal this commitment. They're not only tokens, but symbols of the very love and devotion that the two of you are expressing here today. And my hope is that in each and every day with the two of you wearing these rings, may they constantly remind you of that promise and pledge that the two of you have just made to one another. And in time, these rings may lose beauty, but I hope that the two of you would not only value, but take honor in wearing these rings for what they truly represent. And through your friends and family, the beauty will shine through you both. And the two of you will be a wonderful example for all. So Jack, I see you take Bridget's ring. If you could please place it upon her ring finger, and if you could please repeat, with this ring,
With this ring,
I seal my promise
I seal my promise
to be your faithful and loving husband.
to be your faithful and loving husband.
And I feel so honored
And I'm so honored
to call you my wife.
to call you my wife.
Thank you, sir. And Bridget? You take his ring, place it upon his ring finger, and if you could please repeat, with this ring,
With this ring,
I seal my promise
I seal my promise
to be your faithful and loving wife.
to be your faithful and loving wife.
And I feel so honored
And I feel so honored
to call you my husband.
to call you my husband.
The flowers, Brian? And Bridget and Jack, if you love someone, you'll be loyal to them no matter what the cost. You will always stand beside them. You will always love and trust them. And you will stand your ground in defending them no matter what. Now there's a short saying that I like to leave with the two of you. And it simply says, don't walk in front of me. I may not follow. Don't walk behind me. I may not lead. But walk beside me as a friend. Because after all, that is what the two of you will be constantly building upon throughout your journey, is a deeper, richer, stronger friendship built upon the foundation of your wonderful relationship that you already have. So the 20th of October, a day that will now mark your anniversary, in the presence of friends and family as witnesses, the two of you have showed your intentions by the exchanging of your vows and exchanging of your rings. Therefore, with the power vested in me by the state of Nevada, it is my honor and my privilege to now be able to pronounce you as husband and wife. Jack, you may now kiss your wife, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Davidson, the newlyweds.